Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They've been playing their best football. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. This one fielded at the 5. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, Fields. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and that is incomplete. The Bears at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Slayton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Let's go now, let's go.
Again, Fields. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes at a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 11 carries, 70 yards.
I can remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Now a dump off here complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The end result, 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. George Pickens, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears have moved out in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Notre Dame man, Chase Claypool, in this offense, ready for their upcoming possession. That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. catch made by Slayton. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hubbard. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Fields throw into the hands of Pickens. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Finds Pickens out right. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
A 6-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Fields now to throw. Touchdown! Chase Claypool from 13 yards out. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Rodgers now on first down. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. DeAndre Carter from 19 yards away. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. And the Notre Dame man, Chase Claypool, in this offense, ready for their upcoming possession.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far. And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Finding space at the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They run the option here on first and 10. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Fields. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start first and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, and second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. One play action. Fields steps away. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Rodgers again now. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it's a Packers touchdown. DeAndre Carter. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Now a first down throw, Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, it looked like it marched to the end zone. Has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Fields. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
They'll complete this one to Watson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Rodgers now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
I think
this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point safely through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 30 on second down, Rodgers throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got it.
And now the kick is blocked. The Bears pick it up, taking it right down Broadway. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, very often you can point to one play being the difference in a game, Charles, and this might very well be the one right there.
And an extra point is supposed to be simple, but when you don't protect well and that breaks down, it becomes that much harder, and that costs them.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Fields. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw again on second down. Fields. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Completes this one to Pickens. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Fields. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Here's Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. Watson making the catch, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Packers! DeAndre Carter, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So now Fields and the Bears down by 4, 80 seconds remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Now Fields. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.